Next up, at UFC Vegas 84, we have a Ricky Simón taking on Mario Bautista. Ricky Simón, 20-4 overall. 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that main event loss to Song Yadong. He's taking on Mario Bautista. 13-2 overall. 5-0 in his last 5, riding a nice 5-fight win streak. Ricky Simón is a high-energy wrestling beast. This guy's just going to dive on legs for the entire fight with 100% energy, just over and over and over until he gets a takedown, potentially a submission. His biggest asset is absolutely his gas tank and his willingness to stick to a plan. He's not a technical.
Your biggest asset is?
I've got a big heart, not enlarged, just big. I would say I got a moose hang. Yep, I got a nice moose hang.
Me right here.
I think I'm kind. I think I'm generous. I think my friends and neighbors would say that I'm a good time.
All right. It's enough yapping.
So I got a couple of assets.
All right.
So Ricky's biggest is the nonstop wrestling. Just the nonstop wrestling and plenty of cardio. And he's a guy that you can trust to do what he's supposed to do. Is he going to win every time? No, he's lost 4 times. But you can trust him to just shoot over and over and over and over again. He does work in some setups. He does work in those takedowns. If he can't get the takedowns, he has some random power. We saw it against Rafael Sunsao. We saw it against Jack Shore, but it's not something you want to rely on, and you don't want him on his feet for very long. He is coming off that main event loss to Song Yadong in the spring, where he did have 2 takedowns, but he just could not hang with the striking at all. He's taking on Mario Bautista. This guy's a high-volume, get-one-to-give-one style striker. He sets a nice pace himself. He's always plodding forward. He's really light in his feet, constantly moving. Then he will plant those feet and let his hands go. He's been steadily evolving the last few fights. He's got 5 wins in a row with 12 takedowns. He's that sort of newer to his entourage. He's coming off that close win over Damon Blackshear, where he landed fewer strikes and had fewer takedowns. I like Ricky here. I think Ricky gets it done. His Mario Bautista is very, very good. Very exciting, but his takedown defense, I don't think is going to be good enough to hang here. I see Ricky getting takedown after takedown. I think he's going to suffocate Mario with the forward pressure. Ricky has had issues with high-volume strikers in the past, but most of them had better takedown defense than Mario does. So Ricky's going to be the pick. I did throw a couple of smackerinos on him at -144. He opened at 225. The line plummeted, and it's creeping back up. I got him at -144. Premium members, you saw that bet. You saw it in the Discord. You saw it on the website a while ago. I love it at -144. Very proud of myself. 1 full unit. Ricky's going to be the pick, but Mario worries me a little bit. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, that's probably as high as I would put that. If I was pricing this fight, I honestly probably put Ricky like -125. I think it's a very close fight. If this was the Ricky coming off the Jack Shore fight, I think those odds at -200, -225, I think those make sense because he showed in that fight that he can just kind of blitz forward. He showed power as well with the wrestling, with the grappling, and kind of turned upside down a prospect, honestly, in Jack Shore. Jack Shore was supposed to come in and really kind of be a guy. Ricky kind of ran through him. And then he fights Song Yadong, right? 5 rounds. And that honestly was supposed to be the good thing for Ricky, right? The pace, the pressure could wear down a physical, athletic guy like Song Yadong. And then he came in and he kind of froze a little bit, right? I think he was worried about the power of Song Yadong, and for good reason, right? We're going to see Song Yadong absolutely flatline Petr Yan here in a couple months or a few months, whatever that fight is. I mean, absolutely smoke Petr Yan. And because he has that power, so Ricky Simón, a guy that's been put out before, I think he was worried about the power, and that's why he wasn't that relentless, move forward, push that pace guy, and maybe he was also trying to pace himself as well for the 5 rounds. Now, we're back with the 3 rounds. Are we going to get that old school Ricky Simón back, the pushing forward that you were talking about, right? Because that's the Ricky Simón that I'd like too. I'm a big Ricky Simón guy because he is that guy that's moving forward. Gets you against the fence, pop, strike, boom, level change. Oh, he's not great at keeping people down, but it doesn't matter because you get up on the fence, it's a boom, it's another strike, and then boom, right back on, you're getting taken down again, and he can do that for 3 rounds. If he brings that game plan, that tenacity, that old school Ricky Simón against Mario Bautista, he's going to win this fight because Mario Bautista is a guy that I don't want to say is like all hammer, no nail, because he's a tough guy. He's 13-2. He's a very talented fighter. He's a good dude in this division, but when he's not the one moving forward, he is a little bit of a different fighter, and that's how most people are. I mean, you're a little bit different when you're moving backwards. Angel's going to find that out as well. So, I don't know what's so funny about that little snide little laugh.
I'm
I'm trying to. I'm literally just trying to fucking help you. Like I'm trying to give you these little things to like. I mean, Jesus Christ, but and Mario to his credit too, with his striking, I think it's more power than it is technique, and he's not really a powerful guy. I've said this in Discord, and there's only a couple of us in Discord that believe this. I think Ricky's the better striker. I think he's a more tactical striker. Mario is probably the more dangerous guy, but I think Ricky can strike, pressure, get those takedowns. If he doesn't bring the pressure, if he's moving backwards, he's going to lose. But I think if he's moving forward, this old school Ricky, I think he's going to win this fight. But, you know, like I said, I haven't played it. I would put it minus 125. Right now, I think it's way priced out. I have too much respect for Mario than to bet, you know, Ricky Simone at minus 180, minus 200. So,
no, I agree. He should not be a 2-1 favorite. I got him at minus 144, and I love that. I love that bet. And for me to put a full unit, you know, I got to be pretty confident. I don't typically do a full unit on a money line, but it's also heading into the break, so it's pretty loose with the money. But yeah, I think forward pressure wrestling is going to be the difference. As do you, $8,600 in DraftKings. DraftKings loves nothing more than a non-stop wrestler with no ground control. That is like the best way to score points in DraftKings. 5 points, 5 points, 5 points, over and over and over for every single takedown. So both of us on the Ricky Simone side, I will have him in my DraftKings lineup. I do think he's worth that money, especially when you compare him to some of these other $9,100, $9,300 fighters that like only strike. I think Ricky Simone's the type of guy that you can count on him to grapple and get those points on the board. WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member. It's only $10 a month. You're going to get everything you have ever needed, including the detailed data, metrics, and analytics. This fight, like every other fight on this card, is going to get significant strike lines and round lines and takedown lines. And you can work your way across that spreadsheet and just see how many takedowns is Ricky getting per fight. What's takedown defense of Mario Bautista? What's that average look like? And work your way through and nail those prop bets. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. Before you go, let me give you $50. Anybody who goes to WeWantPicks.com/bets and signs up with any one of our affiliate partners gets $50 as a thank you. Use the link, sign up, make a deposit. We send you $50 as a thank you.